Jewish people are no strangers to miracles. Our history is full of crazy miracles. Think of Abraham being thrown into a furnace and surviving. How about Daniel in the lion's den? The 10 plagues in Egypt, each one crazier than the next. Breaking all the rules of nature, water turning into blood, hail made out of fire and ice mixed together, neither being destroyed, the splitting of the sea, the 40 years of millions of people marching around in the desert, miraculous food provided daily from heaven, water from a crazy supernatural spring that followed them around. And later, Yeshua entering the land of Israel. There were so many miracles. And none gets its own festival. As the old Yiddish expression goes, Wegen a bissel Bemel macht man a großen Yontif. We make such a big deal out of such a little oil. It's true, the oil on Chanukah burned for longer than we would have expected. But a whole festival for that? 8 whole days? I don't remember there being an Avraham saved from the fiery furnace day, or a manna from heaven day. Clearly, the miracles which are picked to be celebrated must have been picked for some particular reason. Think about another example of a miracle that gets turned into a huge festival. The clouds of glory in the desert. The festival of Sukkot celebrates those clouds. Now, it's true that as well as miraculous food and water in a wilderness, it was definitely a tremendous plus to have a supernatural type of iron dome, which doubled as an automated laundry service, a GPS, and a climate control. But why is this miracle singled out for a whole festival? Perhaps the answer lies not in the nature of the miracle itself, but in the state of the Jewish people at the time that it was performed for them. The Vilna Gaon explains that Sukkot is not a celebration of these clouds per se, but rather of the return of these clouds after the sin of the golden calf. And that in spite of their cosmic mistake, Hashem renewed his miracle for the Jewish people. And why? Because we're his children. And when a child messes up, even badly, a loving father is quick to forgive. That's worthy of making a big deal out of. And when we describe the events of Chanukah, we also say in the Al Hanissim prayer, Ba'u banecha, your children came back after the military victory. Not your people, not the Jews, but specifically your children, banecha. Because it was for them, for your children, that you were prepared to do this miracle. And when you look into the candles tonight, remember, Hashem remains our Father, no matter what the state of the Jewish people is, no matter what we deserve or don't deserve. The relationship, the love shown in this miracle, at that time, even in the darkest of times. And so yes, a bissel baimel, a little bit of oil, is worth making a big deal out of.